Hey guys, John here again. This video is exactly what it says in the title. My choice of heavy metal albums, top 10. Should I say my top 10 heavy metal albums? This is my choice. It'd be nice to see other people's choice in the comments below. So stick your answers down, or your top 10 I mean, in the comments. It'd be brilliant to see them. And I was going through and I managed to pull all of these out on vinyl, and these are heavy metal thrash albums. There's no Def Leppard in here, there's no Whitesnake, okay? So here we go. I've tried to put these in some sort of order. It's quite difficult. And then at the end I'll give some honourable mentions, just a few of those which nearly made the lineup, but this is such a hard thing to do, choosing your favourite top 10 heavy metal albums. Maybe I should have done top 20, and I reckon it still would have been quite difficult. So number 10, is going to be Pantera, Cowboys from Hell. This is probably, I have some heavier albums than this. I'm not known for having really heavy stuff, so like death metal and stuff like that, and yes, not really into all of that. The heaviest stuff I listen to is Stone Sour, Pantera, what else? Paradise Lost. That's about it for heavy stuff for me. So yes, Pantera were probably the heaviest band I was listening to in the mid-90s. But yeah, this is number 10. My favourite songs on here are Cowboys from Hell. Cemetery Gates is my favourite song on here. What else? Psycho Holiday is awesome. Medicine Man's brilliant. There's some really cool stuff on there. So yeah, I used to listen to that over and over again in the car. That was pretty damn cool. So yeah, number 9, Cowboys from Hell. Sorry, number 10 should I say, Cowboys from Hell. Number 9, people might be surprised to see this album, but it is well worth being in this list. Just going to take the sleeve off, and it's one hell of a damn cool album. Heavier, I'd say, than their first record, and it is Skid Row's Slave to the Grind. Just killer. Monkey Business, that is just... Monkey Business could be on this album on its own, and it would be a very awesome album. Slave to the Grind, which was very heavy at the time for Skid Row. The Threat is brilliant. Quicksand Jesus is just killer. Psycho Love is awesome. Get the Fuck Out. Am I allowed to say that on here? Sorry, some people out there might be offended by that, but yeah, it is called Get the F Out. So the American market didn't get that one. We did in the UK, because we don't get offended very easily. In a Darkened Room is cool, one of the lighter songs. Right Act is brilliant. Wasted Time, should I say, awesome. Those were lighter songs, but the other songs on there outweigh the light songs. They are pretty damn killer. So yeah, I was into Skid Row when the first album came out, and remember these songs coming out. I do have quite a few of the singles. So that's number 9. Number didn't know where to put it. I'd put Slave to the Grind before this one probably. But this is such a great thrash album. And I was going to choose their album, which is all black, and it's 30 years old this week, and that was Metallica's Black Album, but I've left that in the car. I've only got it on CD, I haven't got it on vinyl, but this album is better than the Black Album, and it is Ride the Lightning. This is definitely my favourite from the 80s. Yes, I like Master of Puppets after that, but yeah, this is my favourite. I always loved the cover, love the songs on it, especially Fade to Black, and For Whom the Bell Tolls. Ride the Lightning's awesome. The Cooler, you can never say that, the last one. Cthulhu, I'm not even going to try, because I will screw it up and people will laugh. So yeah, that is number 8 on my list. That looks terrible. That is number 8 on my list. Ride the Lightning. Damn cool. And next one, there'll be some people that go, oh my god, how was that so low? Number 7 on my list. I nearly didn't choose this. I was going to choose the second album by this guy when he went solo. Or was forced to go solo because he got kicked out of one of the biggest bands in the world, and that is Ozzy Osbourne and Blizzard of Oz. I went for the first album because the songs on here are awesome. It's got Randy Rhoads on it. What more can you say? I wanted to put Diary of a Madman on here. I didn't choose that one. I look back at the songs and I thought Diary of a Madman is absolutely killer, this song. There are a few other awesome songs on there, but this one, the song content of this just outweighs that. I don't like the sound of this album. It's very, should I say, it was never recorded brilliantly, let's put it that way. Even though Max Norman did it, I think. Who's done quite a few albums. Is it Max Norman? Yes, it is. Engineered by Max Norman. But yeah, was never a fan of the sound quality of this. It really does need a kick up the arse to make it sound. I suppose some people might like it because it's quite raw, but yeah. Let me know your thoughts on that. But that's number, I've lost count already. 10, 9, number 7. So number 6, I couldn't get these in the right order, but I've decided at the last second to go with this one. Number 6, the amazing So Far, So Good, So What by Megadeth. I am more of a fan of this band than I am Metallica. So Megadeth is going to be ahead of that other album. This is killer front to back, except for the song that's not on. No, where's it gone? Anarchy in the UK is not really that great. I prefer the original by the Sex Pistols. It's all right, but yeah, we all know that Dave Mustaine likes the Sex Pistols. So there we go. Absolutely awesome. As soon as Into the Lungs of Hell kicks off and Set the World Afire, it's just like hell yeah. Mary Jane. That's not a good thing, John. Mary Jane is killer and my favourite song of all time by Megadeth, In My Darkest Hour. Just wow, awesome, been awesome ever since I heard the album back in the early 90s. There we go. And then my number 5 is another Megadeath, and it is Rust in Peace. And yes, this nearly was before that one. So number 5, Rust in Peace. So I'll get this out. It's in one of these silly things. I'm not really a fan of those sleeves. I've had about 3 or 4 of these, which I got rid of a while back. But yeah, there you go. Always love this cover. Probably would be in my top 10 album covers of all time. But yeah, I think the album cover would be definitely a blind buy if you went into a shop and you saw that and you thought, "How, that is very cool." But yeah, the songs on here, Holy Wars, that is just really awesome. And Hangar 18, Five Magics, Lucretia, Tornado of Souls has just got like the most insane guitar intro to it. Dawn Patrol I've always loved. I don't think there's many people that like Dawn Patrol so much, but I've always loved it. But yeah, absolutely killer. So yeah, that's my number 5. We're into the top 4 now. There might be some people that whinge about this, especially which order I've done this. So number 4, Master of Reality. Don't forget, this is heavy metal albums. Yes, there had to be some Black Sabbath in here. So Master of Reality is my number 4. When you listen to Into the Void, the intro to Into the Void, the lyrics to Into the Void, it's like, hell yeah, that is just like the most awesome thing ever. And you've got Sweet Leaf on there, Hello, After Forever, Children of the Grave, I loved years ago when I was a kid, and I used to just listen to that on my personal cassette player. It was back then, in the late 80s, sorry, not late, early 90s, should I say, when I used to listen to that. Very early 90s. But yeah, very, very cool. There is a compilation of all the first 6 albums. Is it 6? Yes, first 6 albums on Connoisseur Collection, and I'm after that on CD. If anybody's got a copy, it's 3 CDs. I'm trying to get hold of that. Master of Reality, hell yeah. I've got 2 of these actually, but they're a little bit squashed. They are on Vertigo, so, which is a shame. But yeah, that is a very cool 70s album. Number 3, I have got, this is where it might be controversial, because I've actually chosen this because of how awesome and heavy it sounds compared to the rest of the albums, and it is Sabotage by Black Sabbath. Just the track Superstars, or is it Superstar or something? That instrumental is just like the most evil thing I've heard. It is killer. Hole in the Sky is killer. Symptom of the Universe is just heavy as hell. As well, Thrill of It All as well is just as heavy as. The Writ is just killer. Am I Going Insane is brilliant. Megalomania is definitely one of my favourite Sabbath songs with Ozzy on vocals. Especially the live version of it on what's the thing called now? There's a live Past Lives, the CD's called. Go and check that out. Megalomania live version on Past Lives CD. Very cool. But yeah, awesome. The cover of this is a little bit weirded out with Dingy's red pants, but yeah, amazing, absolutely amazing. So that's my number 3. Number 2, I will, you know, I'm gonna get some flack, so because this is the only album I'm going to show by this band, and I would have shown more, but it is Screaming for Vengeance, Judas Priest, and this has always been my favourite Judas Priest album. The Hellion, Electric Eye, Riding on the Wind, Bloodstone, Take These Chains, Screaming for Vengeance, You've Got Another Thing Coming, Fever, Devil's Child. The only song I'm not that keen on is Pain and Pleasure, but I'm not keen on Pain and anyway. Pleasure's alright, but not probably not the pleasure that Rob Halford was talking about in the singing about in the song lyrics probably. But yeah, there we go. Awesome cover, awesome album, 1982. Whenever I pick up a Judas Priest album to play on its own, it's always this one. If I want any other Judas Priest stuff, I usually just get a best of or greatest hits, because they're always packed with so many awesome songs. But it's very hard to choose a brilliant, or sorry, should I say, it's always hard to choose a awesome Judas Priest album, because they are awesome, most of them anyway. There's probably only about one that I won't pick up and listen to, and that will be Nostradamus, actually, because it's just a bit too long. So yeah, so there's my number 2. Number 1, I wonder what it's going to be, John. Let me think. Here we go. This was there's two albums by this band that could have been my number 1 and 2, actually, or 1 and 2, or number 1. Sorry I'm babbling on, but it is the number of the beast. But yeah, absolutely killer. And yes, awesome album. Probably my, after when I got Skid Row's self-titled album and Wasp's Headless Children album, I managed to find a copy of this and was blown away by it. I remember going into a Boots chemist shop that used to sell chemist stuff down below, or first and second floor, or should I say middle floor, ground floor, chemist stuff. Upstairs, camera stuff, hair dryers, shit like that, razors, like shaving stuff, and they used to sell records and CDs and cassettes. And I used to see this band called Iron Maiden. I was only a kid, didn't know anything about them, and that was in the mid to late 80s. And then I got this one of these in a charity shop. Not that it was called a charity shop, it was more a second-hand shop. And I took it home, played it, and went, oh my god, that is killer. I loved the whole bloody lot of it. And yeah, still love all of this. Invaders is a bit sketchy, but and Gangland is not always the best. It's not one I would really listen to. The rest of the songs, should I say, are just out of this world, just killer. And yes, what an amazing album that is. And yes, I did used to love the album cover. I think I prefer the other album I was going to show actually was Somewhere in Time. That was going to be in my top 10, but I went with this one. Somewhere in Time, I like the album cover a bit better. So, but this is still awesome and such an iconic sleeve. So there we go. That's my number one. Top 10 heavy metal albums. A bit of thrash there. Yeah, there was no Def Leppard, no Whitesnake. Def Leppard's never really been a heavy rock band, well, metal band. Yes, they do hard rock with On Through the Night, High and Dry album, Pyromania. But yeah, they'll probably be in my video for top 10 hard rock. So the honourable mentions, I've got some here. These are the ones that didn't quite make the list, but I really did want to put them in. Should have done a top 15 or top 20. So we've got Heaven and Hell by Black Sabbath with Dio on vocals. We have Judas Priest, British Steel, which is killer. I should have put AC/DC's Back in Black, but I haven't put that one in this. Judas Priest's Firepower. This is the newest album I've shown, obviously. That is just killer album. Dio, Holy Diver, just killer as well. And the other band, Paradise Lost, Draconian Times. I haven't taken them out the sleeve, by the way. But yeah, those are the honourable mentions that, yes, I do like picking those up and playing those. But the other ones, if anybody's wanting to listen to any heavy metal and you've never listened to heavy metal, those albums are awesome. So go and check them out. And see you in the next video. Keep rocking and listening to whatever it is you're listening to. And comment below. Put a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to be notified for the next stuff that I do. There's a hell of a lot of videos on my channel to check out. And yes, see you later.